Hi. What's your name?
Priscilla.
You like Elvis Presley?
Of course. Who doesn't?
As soon as you say the word he or she is much more mature than their age, it's over. This case is already closed. Go and tell everyone in your neighborhood what the court has ordered you to tell them. Yo, Andrew here. Now for those of you who have short attention span, here's what you need to know. Priscilla was 14 when Elvis, 24, met her, and someone conveniently made a movie about that. And that makes me uncomfortable and might make you uncomfortable as well because of the times that we currently live in. If Elvis was still alive in 2024, he'll be saying, let's not call attention to this. A little less conversation, a little less action. Like a little less action and a little more shush. Wow, would you look at that? Elvis Blackley. If you've ever asked the question, what was Priscilla doing while Elvis was out there doing Elvis things, or as I like to call it, Elvising? Well, this is the movie for you. The movie Priscilla by Sofia Coppola is a story from the point of view of Priscilla. Go figure. This movie is a subjective view from an autobiography book named Elvis and Me, written by Priscilla herself. So she painted a picture of her being very innocent in all of this, which is fair as a 14-year-old would do that. Almost 2 years ago we had a movie called Elvis by Baz Luhrmann, and I feel like it's a little too soon to have a movie about Elvis again being the subject matter. Even though the movie is about Priscilla, it's still an Elvis story underneath it. And now, the plot. A 24-year-old man dates a 14-year-old girl and everyone turns a blind eye because he is a gorgeous white man who can sing and dance and has a lot of money. Oh wait, I have another one. A 14-year-old girl obsessed with older, handsome, rich celebrity persuades parents to let her hang with him after school every day and regrets it years later. Or, simply put, little girl complains about dating older men after parents told her not to.
Priscilla, what about boys at school? Must be some handsome ones.
Wait, that's an oversimplification. Let's do the plot just one more time. Through Priscilla's eyes, Sofia Coppola tells the unseen side of a great American myth in Elvis and Priscilla's long courtship and turbulent marriage, from a German army base to his dream world estate at Graceland. In this deeply felt and ravishingly detailed portrait of love, fantasy, and fame. So this movie is a lot like Elvis left the building and we stayed home with Priscilla until he came back. Now, that is an accurate depiction of events, but it's so dull. We literally waited for Elvis to come back. That's what this whole movie is like. Waiting for Elvis. And with that said, here is the pros and cons to this movie, but let's start with cons. Con number 1. It's a very slow burn. Borderline dull. Really dull. Con number 2. The actors performed at the best of their abilities. They really tried, but they couldn't save this movie. Con number 3. This movie was released far too soon after Baz Luhrmann's Elvis movie, which you can't help but compare this movie to that superior movie. Con number 4. If you're one of those new age people, and I mean people of today, 2024, chances are you will be triggered by this movie because of the age difference thing. However, it is a product of its time. And now, the pros. Pro number 1. Jacob Elordi resembles Elvis far more than Austin Butler ever did. However, he did not outperform Austin Butler in this movie. Pro number 2. The movie may be dull, but it's a calm, watchable story sequence, and I, for one, love that. Pro number 3. Kylie Spiney is believable as 14-year-old Priscilla, she and her little tiny Spiny. I'll see myself out. Pro number 4. This movie reminds you to watch Baz Luhrmann's Elvis to see what Elvis was really up to, because Priscilla wasn't able to be there. I actually think these two movies go hand in hand because on one hand you have Priscilla, she's all lonely, doing her thing, and then on the other hand you have Elvis, he's out there living a chaotic life, and those two things, when you watch them back to back, paints a pretty good picture. It works quite well. I'm gonna go ahead and rate this movie a dull 5 out of 10 because it's not a horrible movie. However, I feel like it's too perfect of a depiction of how lonely Priscilla would have felt, and it's not entertaining. However, it's still a story well told. Priscilla is a movie you watch once. It doesn't have a strong rewatchability. However, I do think you should watch the Baz Luhrmann's Elvis so you can get a greater understanding of the relationship between Elvis and Priscilla, because this movie doesn't give you all of that depth. Or you can just move on with your life, go outside and do something. And that's my 2 cents. Thank you so much for staying all the way to the end. And if this video brought you any value whatsoever, please like and consider subscribing. I would love that. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.